free from his nightmare marriage, Toby Fleischman is ready for a life of online dating and weekend-only parental duties. But as he optimistically looks to a future that is wildly different from the one he imagined, his life turns upside down as his ex-wife Rachel suddenly disappears. When Toby tries to find out what happened, juggling work, kids, and his new app-assisted romantic popularity, his tidy narrative of a spurned husband is his sole consolation. But if he ever really wants to understand where Rachel went and what really happened to his marriage, he's going to have to consider that he might not have seen it all that clearly in the first place. Good day, readers and listeners, and welcome to this, another episode of Tom's Rapid Reviews, where each week we take a few minutes to read out a review of a book which has been written by one of our lovely Surrey Library staff, and it's all done in the hope that you might be inspired to read or listen to something new this week. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to this week's book, titled Fleischman is in Trouble. Fleischman is in Trouble follows the story of a bitter divorce between two successful Manhattan professionals, Toby and Rachel Fleischman, through the eyes of Toby's best friend Libby, not to be confused with the Libby app, through which you can read ebooks and listen to audiobooks. This book is written by Taffy Brodesser-Akner. The book is a funny satire of the class and gender roles of modern American professionals, and while not universally loved by critics, it received a great deal of positive reviews for its wit and sharp political eye. To get to the heart of it, let's see what our reviewer had to say. Fleischman is in Trouble is a funny and heartbreaking story of Toby's life. Divorce, kids, dating, romance, and the sudden disappearance of his wife. But Taffy, narrating her story through Libby, is also very insightful about what it is to be a woman today. Along with her review, our staff member actually gave this book 5 stars. So, acknowledging this, Tom's Rapid Reviews has no choice but to give Fleischman is in Trouble 5 out of 5. Yeah, our reviewer liked this book a great deal, and as I mentioned before, the book won a good deal of critical praise upon its release. Some critics have claimed the book is a bit of a slow read, so perhaps it won't hit these same heights for absolutely everyone. But if the descriptions I've given have piqued your interest, it's definitely worth a try. But you, faithful readers and listeners, know that Tom's Rapid Reviews never stop at just one book. So here's a couple of funny, satirical modern novels written by women that might hit the spot in the same way that Fleischman does. First comes My Sister, the Serial Killer, written by Oyinkan Braithwaite, which is a bloody satire about a woman with a sister whom she loves very much, and who also happens to be a serial killer. This book is morbid but deadpan funny, and with a surprisingly meaningful element of family saga. What's more, like Fleischman, you can access this book on the Libby app as an audiobook or an ebook. And of course all Surrey Library members have free access to that. The second one I'd like to tell you about is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh, a novel where the central character attempts to put herself into a chemically induced period of hibernation, sleeping as much as possible in the hope that she emerges from the experience with a love of life that she currently doesn't possess. A biting work, it lays bare some of the malaise of modern life, despite being set 2 decades ago. So, readers and listeners, I think you'll agree there's some daring work out there to get your teeth into. I hope you feel dared to go for something new. Until next time, though, it's a farewell from me. Stay safe, borrow books, and I'll see you next time.